My machine is all cleaned up, pretty black. She said, I can make a cover for it and sit in my sewing room now.
Only because it has a ruffle.
Only because it's got a ruffled foot. This right here. I got a couple of little teeny joints way back in that sewing machine that I couldn't get to.
You got a couple of joints.
So I'm gonna suck the oil up in there whoosh, like that.
Ah.
And then I'm gonna make sure them joints get the oil that they need. Oh my goodness, I am so proud of my sewing machine there. I'll show it to you before you leave.
I'm sure you will.
I know you
I look
can.
forward to seeing it.
It's pretty. And
I looked it up online.
Did you?
Well, yeah.
The night
You were
we
with
were
me.
Oh.
at the Thai restaurant.
Yeah, okay, I'm
she
sorry.
looked it up, don't you
At the
remember?
Thai restaurant
Yeah.
that
Oh, right.
Dad likes to go to.
Oh yeah. Maybe we'll have to take him to that Thai restaurant we went to with Greg. Next time they're out.
Do you like the Thai restaurant?
I don't really like Thai.
I do.
Well, this restaurant, the food is good.
It's so
And
good.
the one that we were at, didn't stop talking about it. I just don't like Thai.
Okay.
See, I thought it was I thought all the flavorings were really good. I'm surprised you don't like it.
I mean, I'll eat it.
Because it's
like
not meat and potatoes.
No.
Well, we had tom yum soup.
Yeah, we had whatever Wendy said I could eat.
Yes. I
Bobby,
picked some food out
Oh my
for
goodness.
him.
They are in a cage. They're in jail.
Yeah,
This
man,
was really
yeah.
good.
I know. That's why I'm getting around to. I'm not ashamed.
Me neither. I'm gonna get me something good. It's just Friday.
It's Sunday.
Oh, it's Free Friday. I didn't have Free Friday.
Anytime I come over for dinner, it's Free Friday.
Well,
Okay,
that's good.
let's just make that a
You had a piece
rule.
of cake last night.
Huh?
You had a
Oh,
piece of
no.
cake last night
What, where at?
at the diner.
Oh
well,
man, see
That was Saturday.
What diner?
Come down.
Where's that?
It's right across the street from Maryview Hospital.
Oh,
In
yeah, we're there
just a
last
second,
night.
I gotta finish eating, Kay.
I
I am the slowest eater in the
yesterday
world,
was
sorry.
I think it was Friday.
Oh, now we're getting furniture.
Friday, yeah, after we went and got furniture.
Have you done an auction?
Actually, I bought a car at one, didn't I? That red Ford.
Well, yes, we
no, the
did.
silver one. Yeah.
One of them.
Tom went on and on and on and on about auctions, and finally, I needed some tools for my shop, and I went down to Barrett Street, and they had the tools outside,
Yeah.
and I picked out 3 things, and in my mind, I said I'm only going to that amount, that amount, that amount.
Yeah, yes.
And I got 2 of them,
Did you?
and they were they went right up to the
What you willing
one
to
to
pay?
pay. And the third piece, and they were a matching set. So it was a jigsaw, and the guy paid almost what it cost new. And I'm
And
like,
tools do that. Tools sometimes.
it's like,
go-
don't you know what they cost new? And essentially it was new. I think somebody bought it and never used it, just sat in there and then they died or something. But they were all part of that, all part of a set.
Tools are funny though. I mean, a lot of times used tools will go the price of brand new ones. It's crazy.
James, I bought.
I eventually want to get another table saw that broke the miter
Well, we
miter on it.
bought this table at auction.
You want a table saw?
And it's
Well,
it's
you know what I
solid
want?
cherry.
I want you the next
And,
time you come over
it
that you
suitors
don't mind getting
furniture.
dirty. Let's.
And some cover on it.
You got a
I went
The
to
cover came with
turn
it.
the
Really?
The
pitch
cover
on
came
it,
with it when we bought it at the auction.
and it just slips.
I'll be.
And I don't know if something
That's a
is
fancy
snapped.
table.
It's
or what?
it's drop leaf. It's a drop
But
leaf.
so I have
And,
my saw will cut an angle,
yeah.
and
it's
if I can,
suitors.
eventually
And I looked it
I'll
up.
just get rid of it and buy
I looked
another
at
one.
the
But it was
current
used. They got a
suitors
garage sale.
furniture and the table. They
I
still
bought-
sell the table
Right.
on their website. If you buy it today, it's $3,500,
Right.
and we paid
$125.
$125.
I mean, Wendy, you could really increase your
I could.
profit
My eBay.
I bought.
going from
I
thrift
got-
store upping it to
10-inch.
auction.
I got a 10-inch radio
As long as
outside.
it's under 2 pounds, it's a gold
It's all
mine.
about the mailing, it is what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
a
maybe
10-inch.
not on eBay,
Radio
but just
on.
on Craigslist or.
I paid $20 for it.
If I had room in my shop, I would definitely get a radio arm. I grew up with
And,
one.
and the table saw, the same auction,
Mm-hmm.
they couldn't give it away. And if I hadn't had one out here that was new, I'd have bought it. I ought to have bought it and just brought it home and resold it or give it away or something.
Mhm.
But sometimes, the bigger tools, the table saws and the radio arm saws, for some reason, they don't bring too much money.
Now, the last
Most
time
of the time.
we went, the last time that they had all those shop tools,
Uh-huh.
that big stuff, they went for a lot.
They
of
went
money.
high.
They
They
went
went
for a lot
high,
of
they
money.
did.
Well, now I'm to the point that miter saw, I've just about wore it out. I can't get it. It's like a half a degree off a square, and I cannot adjust it. And now I keep looking at the new ones, and the good ones are they're 300 to 500, and maybe going radio
something
arm
you
would be the
brought?
way to go.
Or was that in the?
Except that you can't bevel.
That's usually a,
Is that a Thomas book?
I
What
mean,
kind of
yeah,
book is that, Cody?
It's a
On
train
the-
book.
But it's a cheap saw.
Thomas
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there
What
is an
kind is it?
adjustment, but it's up against a stock. I've
what
hit
kind,
it once.
what kind is it?
I have
It's
to throw my plate away or I'll go get another helping.
They don't make them.
it's
don't know.
that Lowe's generic brand that's blue.
Uh-huh.
I've got 4 tools in my shop that are that. I can't remember. the name.
Ryobi.
It is a Ryobi. How could you remember that and I can't?
Ryobi is
time in your
kind
shop.
of,
I'm familiar with Ryobi.
Ryobi is kind of one of the lower.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like
It
a
is,
Craftsman.
it
It's in that price point. But unfortunately, you can buy a Ryobi for $99,
Mhm.
but to get to the next tier, it goes from $99
To $2.99.
Are you talking about like for a miter?
minimum. Yeah, and I want
Yeah, I stole that DeWalta I got.
and
You
that.
bought one.
Now, does yours have a travel like a?
No,
No, mine's just.
That's what I wanna get.
12
What do you call it? 12-inch.
Regular miter.
Right, but it'll angle.
The problem is if you got when you get into good miters and you've got a big hunk of wood and you have to flip it over.
Or any,
I don't want it. And it's just so much.
okay.
And if I mean, I could. It's a
Triangle.
10-inch. But the nice thing is it uses all the same blades as my table saw. Because you can drop serious dime on a blade, but the fact is, I've got all these blades that I can switch them back and forth, cross cut or rip.
Well, see, you can have a 14-inch saw and put a 10-inch blade on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh. I got a 10-inch radio on.
right.
Most of the time, I use a 7.25-inch blade on it.
What?
Because you got a bunch of blades.
Because I got a bunch of 7.25 inch, I got a bunch of 10-inch blades too. But a lot of times I just put regular 7.25-inch blade on it.
I've just done a lot of cutting where when you start kicking in a serious double miter, you lose about half of your depth. And you either go up to a 14-inch or whatever.
Okay.
Free high fives aren't good.
I'm gonna quit.
Quit.
Did you get some of that apple crisp? Isn't that just sinful?
It's good. It has
Are those crap?
tastes like orange in it.
There's pecans in it,
Is it cherries though? What else is in
Cherry.
there?
cranberries.
Cherry.
Cherry.
You think?
It's cherry.
Oh, it's not apple crisp.
That ain't apple crisp.
Okay, cherry crisp.
If you want to think it's apple crisp,
Kind of
ain't
ruined
no
it for
taste
me.
buds say
I'm
that.
sorry, Tom, but you just ruined it for
You
me.
didn't see all the red in there?
I was all nostalgic.
I
and
know
thinking about it.
Oh yeah, in my room. You can come out of your bed and
7:15. Be asleep in 45 minutes.
go back to sleep. And then
But see, it
Do you ever do that? The
hits
Price is Right, where you guess and you can't go over. We do all that all the time. Me and my brother. Guess it's something, but if you go over, you lose.
right.
that's what I'm supposed to do. Matthew.
I know it's probably too soon to do this again.
You know
So I
why
should just
lost
treat.
this?
You know what?
For that.
You know why I lost this?
What, so they don't get out?
Yeah.
So when you get our CGM, the continuous glucose
You know
monitor,
how you lock it?
and I bought this little metal basket, and I mounted it. I didn't want to do it, but I literally mounted it right to the headboard, and it's actually it's a soap bar basket that you put in the shower with two plunging tips.
Right.
And I just took 2 small screws and went right into the headboard, figuring if I ever pulled them off, I could just fill the holes or whatever. So that sits here, and when the alarm goes off at night, I wake up.
It's in between me and him on the headboard.
And when the alarm goes off, if she falls below 80 or goes above 160, and when the alarm goes off, I wake up and I adjust her blood sugar. And the goal is to have her wake up at 100. And sometimes she's low, and the only thing I can do is wake her up and make her have a sugar tablet. So I cheat, and I'll like see her going down, and I'll cut her basal rate, hoping that the curve comes back up. And that's what I've been doing, is trying to find that sweet spot to bring her back up.
So all night long he plays musical Wendy all night
Pretty much.
while I sleep.
Yeah.
Mommy, these guys did
Aren't you glad he likes computer stuff?
I'm glad he's a good guy,
Three
because
high fives.
I would just sleep through it. I'd be waking up with a 300 or a 25 or something ridiculous.
That's what a day
It's
But I told my
there's so many
endocrinologist-
factors with fat and all that, because I know the basal will last 4.5 hours, but she'll have something, and if there's a high enough percentage of fat, the bolus will treat, and then she'll get like 5-6 hours later this rise. And during the day, learning about that, you can delay the hit, but there's so many millions of factors that affect her activity, if she has a snack late or whatever. But during the night is the only time where all the parameters are flat. So then I'm starting to learn about this late onset with certain fats that'll hit her 6
Studying
hours
at
later.
night while I'm sleeping.
Yeah. I mean, I can wake up the next morning and, because you're waking up from a sound sleep and then trying to make an educated guess. I mean, I can treat it and the next day look and figure out what happened.
Well, I think that was good, honey. Boy, I'm glad I stayed in the kitchen.
That was very good. You did a good
I'm
job.
glad you stayed in your kitchen.
Slaving.
Right, slaving in the kitchen.
Thanks, sir. Are you done with that, baby?
Yeah, I'm done.
You done with your napkins?
So, did DJ get back together with his baby mama?
I think
Or
they're living together.
I think so. I think they were kind of off and on.
They're
And
living together now.
I think they were.
I guess they're trying to
That's good.
Make a go of
I
it.
like her. She seems really nice. She is.
Did you get some pictures, or were you making it a whole movie?
It's just a